Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Knapp Wilson. I'm a PhD student in Dr. Dario Chavez's lab, and today I'll be showing you how to use a terrestrial laser scanner to phenotype trees. So, let's see how it's done. For this video, we'll be focusing on using terrestrial laser scanners for the purpose of making 3D models of our trees out in the orchard. But why do we go through all the trouble of making these models in the first place? Because we can actually use these 3D models as a way of phenotyping, that's to say collecting data on the appearance and physical attributes of our trees rapidly, and with the help of modeling algorithms, we can do this all on our computers without ever having to go into the field and collect this data ourselves by hand. See, collecting a lot of this data about the physical attributes of our trees, such as the number of branches per tree, tree height, canopy volume, etc., can be tedious, time-consuming, and prone to human error. That's why I'm about to show you how to utilize a terrestrial laser scanner to scan your own trees, so you can then use these 3D models to your advantage in your own programs. Now let's jump into what materials you will need to do this. To start, you're going to need a Faro 3D scanner shown here in the video, as well as these tripods and these targets as well. The white targets you see are these white spheres that we're going to use to actually register our scans together later. All in all, you should have at least 6 of these white spherical targets. There are a few different places you can get these white spherical targets too. We got ours from a site called Spheres. Just a heads up, they do run a little pricey, around $1,100. But if you want to check around on some of the forums, sometimes people sell them refurbished, and there's also kind of DIY methods too, but definitely double check with the forums if that's the route you want to go down. The one positive is if you go with a Copa targets or another company that sells these spheres for this purpose, they'll have a magnetic base which will connect to your tripods and actually link the two together. So you can just use any tripod that you find online that has that magnetic coupling at the bottom. For the scanner that we use a Faro Focus S70 3D scanner. These scanners can definitely run for a good bit of money. Even previously owned, they're around currently $32,000 is what you could probably find on eBay. I think brand new from Faro, probably around $40,000. If you end up going ahead with a Faro scanner, here are some of the metrics I use when I'm out in the field for my scanning parameters. These were suggested to me by the instructor of a Faro certification class when I took it back in 2022. If you want, I know the visibility can be kind of hard to read. Let me know. I can link a full PDF or Google Sheet with all the scanning parameters I use after the video. Once you have your Faro scanner and your 6 target spheres and the tripods, you're going to want to find a suitable location in your orchard and set up your scanner and your tripods. It's important to note that after you finish a scan and you're moving your scanner from one location to the next, that you want clear visibility of all your targets around you, and that you're keeping sight of at least 3 of your reference targets after every move. As you move your scanner from one location to the next, you also need to move 3 of your targets as well. Every time you move your targets, it's best to adjust them a slight bit from one scan to the next and ensure you have 5 feet between targets. Adjusting the 3 targets you just moved a little bit from one scan to the next actually helps when identifying the targets when you're stitching all your scans together. It is important to note as well that every time you move your scanner, you should be moving 3 targets, but keeping 3 targets from the previous scan in position as a sort of link from the new scan you're about to take to the scan you just took, with the 3 targets that you're moving now being the link between your current scan and then your future scan. Awesome, and that's it. That's the end of the video. With this, you should be able to get your own Faro scanner, and then scan your own targets in your trees, and then compile all your scans together so you get those nice 3D images of your trees so you can phenotype them later. And with that, thanks so much. And if you want to see me do this with the trees when all the leaves are off in winter, like the video, leave a comment, and maybe we'll do it again. All right, thanks so much.